I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to, okay, here we go. Okay, homework 5-2. Now we're going to look at another word problem. And this one hopefully is shorter than the previous, but it doesn't matter. It's separate videos. And we're going to look at this, question 18, okay? I don't know how to pronounce this name, so it's my bad. But it looks like this person is investing money, bunch of ones, $11,100 in two different accounts. The first account paid 6% and the second account paid 9% in interest, okay? At the end of the first year, he earned $840 in interest between those two accounts. How much was in each account, okay? So let's take a look at that problem because it's actually a bit complicated. So let's work on that together, okay? Oop, there you go. And here I'm trying to share the screen, do it fast enough. Are we working? All right. So this will be problem number 3. And these are other videos, okay? For this problem number 3, let's see what's given. There is 11, can't see the screen now. $11,100 that is invested total in two different accounts. So here it doesn't tell you use variable A for this account, variable B for this other account. So, or A1 or A2. So you need to call it something. So I'm going to call that one of the accounts, account A. And I shouldn't just call that account A. So one of the accounts, so first account, because it looks like he deposited that much money in two accounts. And B, 2. Second account. I need to call these accounts, or in this case, it will be two accounts. I need to give them a variable. I need to assign a variable to them. Otherwise, I will have to carry first account, multiply by something to go on. Okay, so you assign the variable here, and you can ask me questions if you have some problems doing that. Now, the first account pays 6% in interest. So I'm just reading the problem statement again. The second account pays 9% in interest. So let's see what's happening here. This is the first account and the second account. So I'm going to say that this is actually the amount in the first account, and this is the amount in the second account. And this can happen, okay? You can call this the first account and then realize that this is not going to be useful for the system of equations. So this is going to be the amount, how much money is in it. So I'm going to say that A plus B, according to the problem statement, if you add up the amount in each of those accounts, add them together, you have 11,100. No, 11,100, okay? Let's see what else is given. It says the first account paid 6% of interest. So this we may not have seen before. It means that 0.06, so they have 6%. That is 6 divided by 100, okay? 0.06 or 6 divided by 100 multiplied by A, okay? Plus the interest from the second account, which is 9%, 0.09 multiplied by B. And this is a tricky part because if we haven't worked with problems with interest, then maybe we don't know how to do this. But the total interest is 840. You can do that with decimals, or you can use fractions if you prefer. 6 divided by 100 multiplied by A, plus 9 divided by 100 multiplied by B is equal to 840. It's telling you that the total interest that you earned, and this is the end of the first year, the total interest that you earned, if there's a small percentage, well, small, we want to be careful with that word, right? Because what is small? If a percentage, okay, in this case, 6 and 9, a percentage of the amount that you deposited, you will gain that in interest, then you will have 6 divided by 100 or 0.06, okay? So these are my two equations, this one and this one, or with fractions if you prefer. Okay, so you can use the top one, A plus B equal to 11,100, combined with the second one that has decimals, or A plus B equal to 11,100 combined with the one that has fractions. Okay, so I'm going to draw it, or no, I'm sorry to write, I'm going to write this down, system of equations, and I'm going to use the one with decimals. You would get the same. Okay, the system of equations will be A plus B equal to 11,100, 0.06 A plus 0.09 B equal to 840. Unfortunately for me, I did not finish solving this before recording. So let's see what happens. I'm going to use substitution. I'm going to use a different color here. I'm going to take this first equation that I highlighted in green, and I'm going to isolate for one of the variables. We remembered that's what we do in substitution. So I'm going to say A equal to 11,100 minus B. And I'm going to need to use my calculator when I substitute and so on, because I have not finished this problem. Now I'm going to take that equation and substitute into the second equation down here, okay? I solved for A, right? Isolated for A. So I have 0.06. My bad here. 0.06 times A. And according to what we did over here, notice this is 11,100 minus B. And then I continue, right, with the equation. Plus 0.09 B equal to 840. All right. Looks like we're getting somewhere because now we just have B. Notice this equation that I'm going to highlight now. Even another color. This equation that I'm highlighting now only has one variable, B. So I'm going to solve for B, right? Okay, 0.06 multiplied by 11,100. Oh. Why? I get that number and then I have this. Maybe I should have solved it previously. I'm not. Okay, let me just continue. This is a B over here, B and B, okay, not 8, right? So now I subtract 666 from both sides. We know how to do this. 0.06, negative 0.06B plus 0.09B will give me 0.03B. You can use a calculator for these problems. And then I have on the right side 174. So I can divide by 0.03, both sides. And I get that B is equal to 5,800. And I get there and I'm like, wait a minute, what was B? I'm scrolling, my bad, right? If you can pause for B is the amount in the second account. Okay, that's why I call it something over there. Otherwise, I can lose track too. What is B? Then I say, okay, then I can use one of the two equations that I have in my system of equations. And I'm going to use the first one, A plus B equal to 11,100 to solve for A. Now solve for A. And again, I'm going to use this equation up here, all right, to solve for A. And that will give me 5,300. That means that this guy deposited 5,800 into the account. I'm going to scroll up, okay? Into the second account, the account that pays 9% of interest. And he deposited 5,300 into that first account that pays 6% of interest. This is an important problem. So hopefully it makes some sense. Let me know if it doesn't. And again, as I mentioned before, I hope I recorded this. I did, yes.